Good morning, it's the YY Westie from Vienna. I have a bus to Bratislava in an hour. Hope I'll make it.
As usual, almost late, but just almost. Bratislava, here I come. Ahoy, Bratislava! I love this city. Here you can find the Bratislava castle. This strategically located hill was first inhabited around 3500 BC. The view from the castle hill is breathtaking. They say that on a bright day you can see all the way to Hungary. What do you think, Laszlo? You can also find here a lovely old town with many statues and fountains. Let me show you some of the unique spots in this city. Bird Fountain, where the citizens of Bratislava used to drink wine straight from the fountain during coronations. Nowadays, there's no wine coming out of the fountain, but the legend says that when the citizens drank the wine, they sang like birds. I wonder if it will help me to drink the water here. I think that I might probably sound only like a crow, but I'll try. Tastes good. The men at work. This guy here is called Chumil, hope I pronounce it right, and he's probably the most famous statue here in Bratislava. There are a few theories about him. One states that he was a soldier in Napoleon's army who was afraid to fight and is now hiding and checking to see if the area is clear and he can get out of his hiding. Another one just states that he is a worker who's trying to get a glimpse under ladies' skirts. You decide which one you believe. Legend has it that if you touch his head and make a wish, it will come true, as long as you keep it a secret for the rest of your life. I'll wait for my cue to make my wish. What? You don't think I'm really gonna tell you, right? Match Cafe, which literally means cat cafe. Here you can enjoy your coffee with a cake and a cat. Legend has it that if you don't leave a tip, you might become a cat yourself. And you can also find here some amazing local food and beer. Dig in.
But the most important thing you can find here is, of course, West Coast Swing. So I'm here with Roman and Karin.
Hi.
The
Hello.
community leaders. How did it all start?
It started with me. I started to dance boogie woogie some years ago, and once we went to Budapest to a competition in boogie woogie, and before the competition there was a workshop in West Coast Swing. We didn't know what it is about. We didn't know the dance, but we went to the workshop because the teachers were Adam and Rita from Budapest. They are very well known and really great people, and they are boogie dancers, former boogie dancers. So we went to their workshop, of course, and I really liked the dance. It was completely in Hungarian, so I didn't understand a word. After the workshop, we tried to copy it, but it was not working. It was horrible. So then I started to go to events to learn the dance, and I fell in love with it. I had nobody to dance it with in Bratislava because there was nobody. So I started to teach my friends. So I had somebody to dance with and to practice with. And so it evolved that they called their friends, and then new people came.
And how did it start for you?
So it started basically like dancing generally. I have to admit that when I started to dance, I did it purely because my wife wanted to have some activity, to do something together, and she loves to dance. And then she found another dance where she introduced me, and that was Argentinian tango. So I don't need to explain that guy with like non-hearing the music, not being like dancer, nothing, no background.
Starting with
Starting
one
with
of the
Argentinian tango,
most
that was really like
difficult dances.
So for me, that was really like a big suffer, and then I just told her like, okay, this is not working for me. So let's find something, or let's, you know, do not dance anymore because I'm obviously not the right type for it. It's something like this, and then I just I don't know. Occasionally went to YouTube, and then I saw some really like big guy dancing like nothing, like very easy, and it looks to me like they were walking. And I was like, you probably know who I'm referring to, right? And I was like, okay, this is like, okay,
Easy,
easy.
huh?
It looks easy. They're just walking. The music is like contemporary.
I think
Really?
many people owe this guy a
Yeah.
lot, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
inspired a lot
Yeah,
of
and I told him when he last yearly visit Bratislava, then I just approached him and I told him like, okay, I saw you first. So then the problem started because I felt that this could be the way how my wife can be happy and we can do the dancing together again. But there was like I didn't found any information about. I even didn't recall and know what's the name of the dance. And then just by luck, we went to some, I think it was like a cottage with some friends, which were also photographers. And it was like one girl, she's still dancing. And I show her the video. And she's like, hey, this is West Coast Swing every Monday in La Fiesta. Karin is teaching it. Let's come and join it. I was like, what? So we went for the first class. And then I was like immediately hooked, not only because I was happy that we found something, but also the first class, I remember it like it was yesterday. The energy which Karin gave on it and everything was really like super fun and super relaxed. The people there, the community already, I was like, okay, this is it.
And how did you spread the word that a new dance has arrived in town?
Okay, as I said at the beginning, it was only for my friends or people who knew me. And then when we started to teach in La Fiesta, now La Bomba, of course, through La Bomba, we tried to make to let people know that there is something new. And then we started to make open classes in summer, for example. There were such events in town where people could teach something, and we went there and we made open classes for people who came to the place.
So what's actually going on right now in the community?
On Mondays, where we have like usually 3 hours, like 3 classes, like beginner, then level 2, level 3, and then we have like it's a party, but it's like more like a dance practice. It's like maybe a couple of hours. People can stay and practice what they learn during the classes immediately, and they can basically just dance with the dancers which are dancing longer than them and things like this. So that's how we try to meld them together. So what we started to do last, I would say, year is that we introduce different teachers from foreign countries. We have very good cooperation with Laszlo because he's quite close in Hungary, and he always managed to find a time where he can at least one time per month. It was every first Monday of the new month. He came and he basically replaced the teachers which are doing the regular classes for all levels. And we didn't have only Laszlo, because we also asked people from Brno, Pavel and Livi, which are super great and super nice people. We love them, so they're visiting, teaching. We do also, I think it went like every quarter, like every third month. We call it like mini intensive, where we have like a teachers couple. Most of the time it was Stella from Austria because she's awesome, and with Laszlo because they're, together, seeing them teaching, that's amazing basically. So we had it, and then we also combined it with the party where the people from Austria, sometimes from Hungary, and Brno, which is the closest countries, came in, and again, the newcomers saw that, okay, this is something bigger than, the regular Monday classes.
How many people do you have here dancing regularly?
We have at the beginner classes, we have 10 to 20 people. And in the more advanced classes, we have approximately, I think, around 20.
And what we also see is it's not only the like the count of the heads basically, but also that the most advanced or the dancers which are dancing this dance the longest, that they are starting to be more and more active
Yes.
into the
That
community,
is
helping,
That makes us very happy.
asking, wanting to teach, wanting to like basically move forward.
Or help even with
yeah.
organizations. That's very important too.
Yeah, yeah. And also visiting not only the international events, where I remember the times where there was like maybe 1 or 2 people from Slovakia, if any, visiting an international event. And now we are like a group of 3, maybe 5 cars going whatever we can. So, and plus we also had like for us, I think it's the biggest thing ever, because we got our basically event, which is happening in Bratislava, and this year it will be the 2nd year already, and it is already really like international event where people from all over Europe, United States teachers coming in and things like this. So that's basically I would say, like, top of the game right now for us, and we are trying to do everything possible just to build the base around it, and then make sure that the event for them will be like really amazing, and they see, okay, that this is the and right direction we took with this dance, and we like it, and the people are exactly basically the same experiences like we had 3-4 years ago.
I'm curious about your challenges as community leaders.
I personally think that the biggest challenge is that the dance or the name of the dance is not known. People hear West Coast Swing and they don't know what to imagine under this name. When you say salsa or tango, everybody has a picture in their head. What is it? How shall I dress for it? And do I want to dance it or not? But if you say West Coast Swing, oh, what is it? Is it Lindy Hop or swing? We even got some funny requests about swingers parties and something like this. So it's it's really funny sometimes. But I think that's the biggest challenge for us.
Yeah, I would say that also one of the biggest challenges is also actually being the community leader, because that's really like time consuming. You want to do it, but sometimes you have the challenges, whatever's coming in, because you are depending on
life.
Like life, you are depending on the venue, whatever. So you have to really adjust basically on the go many things, and you still want to keep the for the people the best experience out of it. So,
but what keeps you going, even though it's challenging?
What keeps us going? It's fun. I mean, the dance is really great. For me, it's the best dance ever. Yes. And the people, the community, a lot of them are my friends, my personal friends now, even if they were totally foreigners for me when they came to the classes. Now we are friends.
So what I like about basically West Coast Swing and also being a community leader, as you said, is basically that about West Coast Swing, you can always find whatever you are attracted to. It can be music, it can be people, it can be dance as itself, the learning part, which is like never ending basically.
Yes.
Right? So there are many routes you can take. For me, I was always attracted to people. That's why I'm a photographer, and I enjoy to do the weddings and things like this. So the combination of people, the community, and the fact that you never stop to learn this, it's for me the best combination, which keeps me running.
We are very grateful that you invited us to this talk.
Yeah.
It's really great. We will use it as reference for people. I hope that it will be good. And yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us. It was really super fun, and hopefully the message will go through, and I will see all the people which are watching this video right now on the dance floor in October on the Swingvibes.
So you probably all know this man, right? Laszlo Tarkani. When did you start to teach there?
There are some workshops that we did with Stella from Austria in the last 2.5 years. So it was like a workshop every half a year. And then they showed interest in having regular classes. So since September of 2018, I'm there every month.
So you probably can see the development, the evolution of the community there, right? You probably can.
Yes, I've known these guys for quite some time. Karin, who started the community, she did a lot of work to have something in Bratislava. And then Roman joined, and they together do a fantastic job with having ongoing classes, teaching and showing the flash mob in the last couple of years. So it's going really good. I'm not the rainmaker. I cannot change anything from one day to the other. But I feed them material, and they work hard in the classes while having some fun, hopefully. I can see some growth, not only since I teach there regularly, but I've known these guys for some years, as I said. So it's really promising. I'm really happy about the dynamics of the community itself, like super cute people, and also like dance-wise, it's getting further and further.
You're also a director of the event there, right? You're also a part of
Swingvibes.
Swingvibes. Yeah,
Yes.
Swingvibes.
Yes. Well, I'm officially I'm not the director. It's a big cooperation with Roland from Austria, who was generous enough to provide the financial and official background of the event. But every operational stuff before the event and during the event is my responsibility. So I'm acting manager. We will have, for the first time, I think, in Central Eastern Europe, RJ Centeno from the US. We will have Marian and Pavel from Russia. Super excited. And we have Esther with Silvan. Very nice people, established style of their own. So I think they can bring a lot of value to the Slovak community, who just has the event next door to their home, and everyone else who comes.
What do you think are the next steps for this community?
So dance-wise, more and more people attend international workshops, and they are working hard in their weekly classes. So I think dancing-wise, they are on a good track. What I feel is that there could be, now that they have more and more dancers who are watchable, who can perform. Mm-hmm. It could be good to show it here and there in parties of other dances, just to have a little more grip to bring in more people. To maybe have, again, they used to have it, but now it's not running, a monthly party. What can be visited super easily from Vienna, from Brno, so they can have more people, to have a good vibe. I think Swingvibes helps a lot, so was a good idea from Roland, and also Roman from Slovakia, who is the one of the three legs. I'm really positive that the event can also help things, because it's just easy to go there.
Yeah, true.
And if you're at an event, you know it best. You've been to some events, and now you just cannot go off of it.
No, can't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.